Get together because we're going to explore one of the most unexpected and calculated brand success stories of the past 10 years. Yes, we're referring to Kim Kardashian's empire of shapewear and clothing, SKIMS, which grew from online memes to multi-billion-dollar dominance. Let's be honest now. People rolled their eyes when they learned that Kim Kardashian was launching a line of shapewear. Today, SKIMS has gone beyond taking over underwear drawers and is causing a stir in sports, breaking the fashion internet, and landing international collaborations like a pro. How then did Kim become the CEO of a $4 billion company after winning reality TV? Let's dissect it year by year. But before we move ahead, please don't forget to hit like and the subscribe button. So how did SKIMS come into existence? The whole reason we have this iconic company, SKIMS, today is because Kim Kardashian couldn't find shapewear that matched her skin tone. She would spend hours dyeing her undergarments before major events, using all kind of home remedies. So tired of not being seen by the shapewear industry, she joined hands with Jens Gray to create shapewear options that fit all sizes and colors and officially launched her company SKIMS in 2019. With 10 skin tones and adaptive line for people with limited mobility, Kim's brand is all about inclusivity. 2019 is when SKIMS gets a rebrand and launches. So let's go back to 2019. Indeed, the brand was on the verge of being called Kimono. However, Kim swiftly changed the name to SKIMS in response to a barrage of criticism for cultural appropriation. That rebrand was not merely a reaction, rather it was a reflection of a broader goal to be contemporary, inclusive, and globally aware. SKIMS had a spectacular official launch in September of 2019. The objective? To design shapewear that was truly effective for all body types. SKIMS was all about feeling good, from waist-defining shorts to smooth bodysuits. The brand debuted in 9 skin tone shades, which was nearly unprecedented at the time, and sizes ranging from XXS to 5X. And it was adored. Social media was buzzing. Try-ons were shared by influencers. Within minutes, entire collections were sold out. According to reports, the launch made $2 million on its first day, a figure that would make legacy brands salivate. SKIMS generated an astonishing $145 million in revenue by 2020. Not bad in a competitive market for a first-year brand. SKIMS demonstrated that it wasn't a novel idea with just one launch. It was here to change the industry, not just the bodies. Let's talk about 2021. SKIMS was not only expanding, but also thriving. It released Fendi x SKIMS, one of the most surprising collaborations in recent fashion history that year. Yes, the internet went crazy when Kim Kardashian partnered with Italian luxury powerhouse Fendi. The capsule collection, which was co-designed with Kim Jones, the creative director of Fendi, seamlessly combined the brand's sleek, upscale aesthetic with SKIMS' signature fits. The Fendi monograms was draped over bodysuits, leggings, puffer jackets, and opulent loungewear. Additionally, people were spending money and were excited. Within the first minute of the launch, $1 million was raised. That's fashion history, not a flex. Sizes were sold out almost immediately. Social media was inundated with unboxing and outfit photos from influencers, stylists, and celebrities. This was a cultural reset rather than merely a capsule. Officially, SKIMS had made the leap from the comfort category to the couture discussion. It demonstrated Kim's ability to combine mass market appeal with luxury credibility, a feat that even seasoned designers find difficult. However, SKIMS continued to take action in 2021. Let me tell you, it wasn't just leggings and crop tops when it suddenly made its debut in the sports industry that same year. It had a whole vibe. The brand debuted items that made it difficult to distinguish between athleisure, loungewear, and shapewear. Imagine seamless fits, performance-ready stretch fabric, and breathable bralettes that were perfect for yoga, running errands, or just relaxing in style. These pieces whispered effortless comfort rather than workout, and it was successful. Nowadays, people wear SKIMS every single day. The goal of the change was to forge a completely new lane rather than compete with brands like Nike or Lululemon. So whether you refer to it as cozy fit tech or casual movement wear, SKIMS had perfected the formula. By the end of 2021, SKIMS had evolved into a beast that could blend several categories. It was a daily lifestyle brand, not just shapewear. SKIMS made an astounding $275 million by the end of 2021. This brand was showing off on all fronts, from high fashion to underwear. But 2022 would be when SKIMS developed swimwear. With the debut of its eagerly anticipated swimwear collection in 2022, SKIMS created yet another stir, literally. Since the beginning, fans have been pleading for this, and Kim eventually delivered a collection that was stylish, inclusive, and incredibly wearable. No wild neon patterns or overcomplicated cuts, just clean, flattering silhouettes in neutral shades, with supported fits that hugged in all the right places. There were complete outfits, bikinis, and even cover-ups that match. In keeping with the SKIMS DNA, Everything was made to feel as good as it looked, too. The buzz was incredible. When the swim line debuted in March, it nearly sold out right away. It soon rose to the top of the brand's vertical performance ranking. Officially, SKIMS had conquered both land and sea. The brand ended 2022 with an astounding $500 million in revenue thanks to its swim expansion as well as its consistent growth in shapewear and lounge. $500 million? SKIMS was occupying the ocean, not dabbling in fashion. In 2023, SKIMS not only expanded, but also took off. The brand reached a significant milestone in July when it was valued at $4 billion. Take a moment to process that. In 4 years, they went from a rebranding controversy in 2019 to a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse. That is historic, not just impressive. Major investors like Green Oaks Capital were drawn to this new funding round, and the company was planning to expand even further internationally. The most remarkable aspect though? Kim Kardashian still owned the majority of the company. So this wasn't just a brand she promoted, she was the one who created, owned, and operated it. This move was long overdue, let's face it. When SKIMS finally introduced menswear in 2023, it was revolutionary. Using the same buttery soft fabric that made the women's line so popular, the debut collection included seamless undergarments, tees, tanks, and boxer briefs. However, the campaign had a lot of celebrity support this time. Athletes like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Neymar Jr., and Nick Bossa were chosen by Kim, a daring and astute move that immediately established the collection's legitimacy. Men flocked to the location, partners purchased set for brothers, husbands, boyfriends, and so on. Gender no longer applied to SKIMS. It was a brand for everyone. One of SKIMS' most audacious decisions to date came in October 2023 when it was named the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball's official underwear partner. Hold on, SKIMS? Basketball? Yeah. It was also a brilliant move. Putting a logo on jerseys wasn't the only goal of the collaboration. Introducing SKIMS to a completely new audience, sports fans, was a branding juggernaut. Through the agreement, SKIMS branded goods could be used in team merchandise, locker rooms, and promotional activities. SKIMS became a part of the sports discourse as a result. Better yet, it connected the brand's strength, mobility, and performance, all of which SKIMS products truly provide. SKIMS made the decision to go all out in terms of glamour to close out 2023, presenting the Swarovski X SKIMS, a collection of glittery, metallic, and shimmering items with a holiday theme. It was perfect, not just festive. Every piece, including dresses, leggings, bras, and bodysuits, had the distinctive SKIMS fit, but was made to shine. It was more of a celebration than a conversation. SKIMS made you look amazing, whether you were lounging by the fire or heading out for New Year. The launch was an immediate success. The sparkle line was worn by celebrities and influencers, and limited editions were gone in a matter of hours. It served as a reminder that SKIMS is capable of mastering the art of opulent party wear in addition to the fundamentals. The company's yearly revenue hit $750 million by the end of 2023. SKIMS was no longer a celebrity brand thanks to collaborations, categories, and regular restocks. It was an entire fashion empire. SKIMS released the Romance collection in February 2024, right before Valentine's Day, and it was delicate, seductive, and delightful. Picture satin finishes, pastel hues, delicate lace, and that iconic SKIMS silhouette. This was lingerie made to feel as good as it looked, not just shapewear. With a contemporary SKIMS twist, the Romance collection leaned towards vintage intimacy. It was retro without being dated. Consider mesh gloves worn with thigh-waisted briefs, or a soft corset that provided stretchy comfort. It whispered comfort while screaming elegance. Dreamy vintage-style bedrooms with rose lighting were used for the campaign's photography. It was visually stunning, and SKIMS once again demonstrated its ability to use fabric to tell a tale. This move now? The epitome of PR genius. The internet went crazy when SKIMS revealed Nicola Coughlan, also known as Bridgerton Penelope Featherington, as the new face of a fantastical campaign in the spring of 2024. Although it certainly created a lot of buzz, Nicola's casting was more than that. It was a strong decision in favor of inclusivity. SKIMS stated, "Not on our watch," in reference to Nicola's body type and beauty, which are frequently disregarded in popular lingerie advertisements. It was a cinematic campaign. It had the feel of a contemporary fairy tale with its romantic poses, pastel backgrounds, and soft focus images. Nicola looked gorgeous in silky slip dresses and mesh bodysuits from SKIMS, and people took notice. Fans showered Instagram with support, media outlets lauded the campaign, and the items she wore quickly sold out. It was a movement, not merely marketing. SKIMS made it clear that their clothing was appropriate for all eras. bodies, and fantasies, and collaborating with an up-and-coming celebrity from a worldwide Netflix sensation, we refer that to as main character energy. Another A-list surprise arrived in the summer of 2024, SKIMS x Olivia Munn. This was a limited edition partnership created with Olivia herself, not merely a celebrity endorsement. Versatility was the foundation of this capsule line. Olivia wanted pieces that would work for date nights, Zoom calls, and school runs. Consider sophisticated takes on classic pieces, such as loungewear sets that didn't shout lazy, buttery ribbed dresses, and stretch knit wrap tops. It was LA casual meets editorial chic. With rumors of $1 billion year imminent, SKIMS revenue was expected to surpass $950 million by the third quarter of 2024. They got closer to that goal thanks to this Olivia Munn moment. In 2025, SKIMS has moved past the question, is this just a Kardashian thing, to what are they incapable of? So, what's next? First, there are serious rumors of a global flagship store, most likely in London or New York. SKIMS is prepared to take over retail as well as e-commerce. Additionally, there has been discussions about delving further into performance apparel, perhaps with a SKIMS active line that emphasizes gym to streetwear crossover. Consider seamless sets, ankle weights, and possibly even sneakers. Kim is more adept than anyone at riding the athleisure trend. In terms of money, according to analysts, SKIMS could go public in the next 12 to 18 months, putting the business in line with the largest fashion conglomerates in the world. SKIMS may be becoming the defining brand of this generation if they reach the $1 billion revenue milestone in 2025, which appears to be their intention. So what is the lesson here then? Celebrity luck isn't the only factor in SKIMS. It's a masterclass in listening, changing, and pivoting. Kim Kardashian did more than just simply put her name on a label. She assembled a group of people, made data-driven choices, and produced goods that consumers genuinely desired. SKIMS expanded from swimwear to menswear, from high-end collaborations to inclusive shapewear, all while maintaining its core values of comfort, practicality, and self-assurance. It accepted actual bodies, the world was invited in, and it accomplished this without losing its composure. SKIMS told a greater story at the end of each year rather than just posting higher numbers. One concerning confidence, commerce, and culture. And that story is still being written here in 2025. Please do like and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting stories.